Here in these two problems, we are going to evaluate the expression. The first one is using graphically and the second one is using algebra, but the concept is the same. Okay, on the first question, it's asking me to find what f composed with f of 4 is. Again, we know the meaning of this is f of 4. So what I have to first do is find when x is 4, what is f of 4? Okay, and that's going to be when x is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm looking at the red graph. My f of 4 is the y value, so this is 4 comma 2, so it should be 2. Okay, now this 2 is going to be the input for the next function. So when I do f of 4, I'm looking for f of 2, which is going to be when x is 2, my y value is -1, -2. And that's telling me that the final answer for f composed with f of 4 is -2. In other words, the output of this function becomes the input of the composite function f composed with f. And I'm going back into f because the left function is also f. Remember, always the right output is going to be the left input when you do these problems. Okay, yeah, so therefore -2 is the final answer for this problem. Okay, the second one, I'm doing the same thing, but here it's done in an algebraic way. So first question is saying to find f composed with f of x. Again, I'm taking the function f of x and putting it back into f of x, or evaluating the function f of x. Okay, so f of, and let me use another color, it's 3x minus 2. That's my function f of x. So this 3x minus 2 is going to feed into, again, my f of x in the place of x, 3x minus 2, and then I have minus 2. So I need to do the algebra to simplify it. Distributive property, 9x minus 4 minus 2, 9x minus 6. And this would be the answer for the first section. For the second one, it's g is going to feed into g. So it's g of x. So this means g composed with g of x. So it's g of, let me put another color. My g of x here is 5 minus x squared. And this is going to go into my g of x. So it's 5 minus whatever the quantity squared, which is 5 minus x squared, will go inside. Now I have to do the algebra. So 5 minus, if I FOIL this out, this would be 25 plus x squared, oh no, x to the power of 4, x squared the whole squared. So it's x to the power of 4 minus 10x squared. If you don't know what I'm doing, take it on the side and do the long foiling and check. 5 minus x squared the whole square times 5 minus x squared the whole square. So it's 5 times 5 is 25, negative 5x squared, and then I have a negative 5x squared, then I have a plus x to the 4th. So if I combine the middle two terms, I get 25 minus 10x squared plus x to the 4th, and that's what I have here. And it's in different spots. So now the next part is to take this negative sign and distribute it throughout. So it will be 5 minus 25 minus x to the 4th plus 10x squared. Next step would be to combine like terms. So negative 20 plus minus x to the 4th plus 10x squared. Now when I write my final answer, I like to write it in descending power. So I would write the negative x to the 4th, then I would write the 10x squared, and then I would put the 20.